Okay, is this working? Yeah, I think we're live. Awesome. What's up, Bree? Okay, so I'm making this video just for you, Dirk and Debbie, the whole fam. Instead of me trying to like explain it to you or whatever, it just makes way more sense for me to make a presentation. And so what are we trying to do here? We're trying to drive more sales. We're trying to create a funnel so that you can actually sell stuff online. And the fact that I know how to do that, and the fact that you guys have such an incredible product that I think not only can sell online, but is in such high demand, but you're just not connecting with most of your audience. I think that we can really bridge that gap. So, by the way, I'm sorry for the glare. I've thought about moving inside, but it's just so goddamn beautiful outside. So deal with it. So, okay, let's get at it. So this is your guys' website. It's a website. It has information on it, but I don't know for sure, but I can probably tell you that this doesn't convert. Why that is, there's many reasons, but let's just get into what I think that we can do for this. So let's just jump into it. So right now this website, and I'm going to be a little bit scattered, I apologize, but I'm just kind of thinking about what this is and looking at it and stuff. And so you can, essentially your website is like a store. Like if you were to walk into, you know, a clothing store, like there's just so much going on and there's not really like a real call to action. There's a shop now button, you know, here. So let's see what happens here. So we get here, all plans, all sizes, which is, you know, here's my product. You got one review at 5. That's great, but that's not what this is about. There we go, close that. So this is very generic, and this is what most people do. They go, hey, this is my thing. Look at my thing. And people don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit about your label. They don't give a shit about your product. They don't care about your company. All they care about is what they feel and what you can do for them, right? And so Shop Now like gets you here. The homepage tells you a little bit about, but like you're not getting to the heart of it right away. And then even if they get here, how the heck did they get here in the first place? Was there even an ad, or was there like, you know, search engine optimization in the back of this that would actually get people to this website over time? There's a lot here, but we can actually swipe all that shit away, and there are systems that convert really well, and that's what I want to present to you. All right, so let's get right into it. I built this presentation real quick. So, okay, so I didn't even start at the beginning. You know what? Okay. This is the beginning. Beautiful. Okay, so the reason I start with this is because this is essentially what you guys are doing and what 99.98% of people selling shit are doing. And they say, this is our product, buy our product. This is why it's awesome, buy our product. And fortunately for the people that get it, they drive sales. For everyone else, they have a hard time. So this is where we are right now. Buy my product, buy my plant therapy. This is plant therapy, right? So right now, although the product itself is definitely not generic, it's incredible. The way that we're presenting it is the most generic thing, and it doesn't evoke anything. It doesn't evoke emotion. It doesn't evoke a call to action. It's just a place that you can go to look at the product. It's essentially a showroom that it doesn't entice. All right. Oh, we got the little spinny wheel. There we go. Okay, so what we want to do is, first of all, there's a whole system. First, we want to create a headline. Right, so we want to identify, and the reason we do that is, as these beautiful little check marks here show us, is that we want to identify a perfect customer. We want to set ourselves apart, because if we tell our story our way, there's no way that anyone can copy that. And then we want to talk about benefits, not features. Okay. So then what we do is we set the stage and we lure the potential customer in with an ad, or, you know, through the ad, whatever we're doing. Essentially, we're about to begin telling the story. We're going to ask some questions that will connect people. Then we get into the full-on story, right? We pinpoint the problem. We essentially tell them that this problem was our problem, or we can even get to the point where, like, you know, Dirk is explaining that this was the big problem that he had, and then he tells a story, and then essentially it relates to the customer, right, and their problem. So this is a great quote. People may forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they won't forget how you made them feel, right? And that's what we're going for. With this whole system, you're going to kind of begin to understand that this is really about creating a sense of feeling. Another good example is like, where were you on July 14th, 1996? Like, probably you don't know, but where were you exactly on 9/11/2001? Like, you can essentially right away remember like details of that day because you're so emotionally tied. So we're going for the equation, the formula that is going to tie people to an emotion and want them to take an action. All right? So then we get into our pitch. We share that solution, which is the product itself. Right? That's how we win them over. We really explain the benefits themselves. So, for example, if you're selling a Jeep, you wouldn't say, well, the Jeep you're about to buy or that you're looking at is four-wheel drive. You would say something instead, oh, this Jeep is four-wheel drive, which means that when all your buddies have to turn around, you'll be able to keep going down that trail and enjoy the day, right? So you're selling these emotions, these ideas of what the benefit is and not so much the feature. And to your defense, I saw a lot of that on the website. There's a lot of that information, but people aren't going to go looking for it. They're really not. They're not going to go find, where are the benefits to this? You have to give them to them right off the bat. You have to sell your story and share your direction step by step and keep them engaged, right? And then we get into the proof of how it works. Then we get into the offer itself, okay? So we explain each piece. We build that value, and then what we do is we reveal the price, right? So then after that, what we do as the final step is we close them. We just convert that client. So can we do that all on one single page of a website? And the answer is yes. Okay, so this is part of my system that I've created and that I'm currently using. So we've got, like I said, we've got a headline that works. We have to create the storyline. Then we have to create the proof, and then we convert. And so right now, don't take offense to this. This is not at all what you guys are, and this is a fluke that this was one of the best examples I could come up with. And obviously your product is not toxic in any way, but people, if you look at on the left here, you have the product itself, and then that's what people try to sell. But really what they want is they want to be sold the solution to their problem, right? So you want to sell the idea of a beautiful lawn, not getting rid of weeds. All right, so a little bit of recap here. So one good story, it'll demolish your biggest objections. It'll sell better than you or I ever could. And it makes the competition irrelevant because you're telling a unique story which connects with people. So that's the recap now. Let's go through this real quick. So again, exciting everybody with a big promise of what this is. It'll create the connection with the audience. It shows them that you understand their pain, right? It creates a desire for the future of what they're trying to create. It sets your offer as the solution, right? And then we introduce the product. So we have to do that first. Then we introduce the product. If that makes sense, okay? So this is how you would start your page, a one-page website. And then we prove the claims. We introduce ourselves. This is where we begin to tell the story a little bit. So this is, exactly, that's what I mean. We're going to tell the story right here. And then after that, we're going to come back and we're going to essentially share the benefits of the product. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, these aren't like this will do this. That's a feature. What we want to do is this will do this so that X result happens, right? And then we sell those. It's really, that's the art. And then we get into down the page, we come back and we get into this testimonial kind of feeling, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Everyone does this. They just don't do it in the right order. And then we convert, right? And what we can do is we can actually stack your products in a way where we can upsell, downsell right from the one page. And then we justify the price. And then we convert. So we give so much value, and then we bring it down to a level that is absolutely affordable and worth what it is, right? And that's essentially it. That's it in a nutshell. Um, hope let's get this a little bit bigger so you can say hi real quick. Yeah, there you go. So that's it. I hope this helps. Again, this video was made because Bree, you asked me, you said that you were going to share whatever I give you with Dirk and Debbie. So hi, Dirk and Debbie. I hope you guys are doing really well, and I hope that this video helps to show you guys that you guys have been doing a great job with the product and the business. But when it comes to online sales, if that's something you want to do in the future, whether soon, later, whatever, there's a lot that needs to be done. And so whether you do it with me or you do it with someone else, just know that, we're all students, and this is a very interesting and complicated digital world, and there are techniques that work better than others. So I wish you guys well, and I hope that this helps, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.